Hello everybody, welcome back to the White March Part 2. In the last episode we finally made our hostile intent known in the Hall of the Tidal Wave with the High Abbot Kyoto. So now everyone is hostile to us. We also figured out the personal quest for Maneha, so she's now sorted out. I also cleared this place out for enemies, and I found a another way we can go, because I think the main quest wants us to go into the Halls of Silence again, but the Reliquary, that sounds like somewhere they keep their valuables. I really want to check that out first. Oh, what? We're up here? Oh, this was a piece of the map I didn't see before. Wait, are you not hostile? Have you not had communications with the people inside? Oh yeah, maybe...
A long time ago that was. Saw the abbot holding the witness, and the veil of tears parted for him.
Yeah, we need to do the Halls of Silence thing to open this place up. Alright, everything is becoming clear. But we might as well... Oh, now would be a good time to use this. We're probably not going to use the wilder one. Maybe Vessel or Spirit might be good down there. There might be something like that. Or just movement. Damage reduction. Damage reduction is always nice. You might want to get... You two might want to get movement. Oh, you can't even do movement because your survival skill is too low. Well, let's do that then. Pick this puppy up. Along with this one. And we'll head down to the Halls of Silence. Now, where did we end up down here? Oh, so we're still in this closed off bit that we haven't explored yet. But these guys just are also not hostile yet. I go where I please, you son of a bitch. Kill the intruder! You can try, but it won't work out for you. Oh, how dare you go after Alana? We can sort you out. If you don't knock me down, that is. That was a good hit. Good job, Mr. Tidal Fist. But you're gonna pay for it.
This is getting nowhere.
Poor Alana can't get her claws bloody.
Stop that.
How about you stop that? Wait, what are you doing? Looked like you were attacking one of mine. Maybe the summon or something got mistakenly flagged. Now there's bound to be more. More enemies. And now we have the key for this. That's great. Might as well open that. I wanna explore. I feel like there might be something in here. So we might want to check that out. Something valuable? The massive coppery bones encased under the eye seem to be part of the hips of the giant skeleton. Oh, hello. Did you have some friends over here? It auto-paused when I came from this side. Or maybe you were just patrolling.
I shall be quiet.
Let's find out.
Calm sea, which is...
It was probably just a patrol. Oh, these are gonna be trapped, aren't they? At least this one. I hear another patrol. Ah, the key. Again. Double keys. Now this is where I came in last time from the outside, if you remember. And this guy is the one who told me to get the heck out. And that time we abided. Not this time though. That is a nice, get over here skill that Eora has. It's this one. Into the fray. No, that's lunges. Which one is the pull then? Maybe the, Monk was the one who used the Into the Fray skill.
Alright then.
As requested.
That's slow enough for me to be able to do it. That's good. I already checked out those areas, so let's head over to where the thing is, over here. The Rising Waterway. Now that we have the knowledge, we should be able to open this fully. We needed to do some sort of gesture, was it? Perform the sign of the tide on the hidden carving. You curl your hand as Kyoto had done and position it over the carving of the wave. Then, using your other hand, you trace the arc of the crescent with your index and little fingers. A heavy rumble stirs the ground, and from all around you comes the sound of rushing water. Are we gonna get a bridge, too? Or is that gonna freeze up? Or we get a magical stairway or passageway. That works too.
Be cautious.
Now, the thing we need
constant.
should be in here. Let's open this up while we're here. Hopefully there's not gonna be like a super hard boss in here. Although I do welcome a challenge. Oh, this looks like a trap. Is there gonna be a trap? I guess we'll have to spring it. No! Alright. The Chamber of Tears. Ah, here it is. Embedded in this semicircular slab is what looks to be a vessel for the sprinkling of holy water. In this context, however, it looks more like a lever. There are images engraved on the wall behind it. One of a rising wave, one of an open gate. Point the object to the rising wave. See what happens. A faint trickle of water is audible at the edge of your hearing. It grows steadily into a roaring torrent. What is that gonna do? Is it gonna drown me? I mean, it might drown me. What is gonna happen here? Human voices echo through the stone halls, pleading, gurgling, screaming. And then silence. Well, we took care of our opposition and the friendly former High Abbot. With a click, the machine releases its hold on the strange rod. You pack the vessel away.
What a miserable end for these people. And to think Andra's faithful have been doing this for countless generations, without question.
I mean, part of me wants to reload that and, like, see if I can warn the former High Abbot. Tell him to get out because I killed Kato. But no. We're gonna leave it. Now, we want to get up through this one and head to the gate. I wonder what the other option would have done. But I think we can get this waved at the wall of water. And it should open, just like the people said it would. When we just went out there. He just waved the thing around and it broke. Or opened up. The barrier fell. Oh, they're gone. The guards are gone. And so is the barrier. Awesome. Oh, it's the head of the giant thing. Is it gonna be a skeleton of, like, Abaddon? Or something like that? The giant smith from the Vision? What's gonna happen here? Examine the skull.
I knew the Abbey was a secret, but I had no idea.
The cracks on this jawbone suggest that a forceful blow separated it from its skull. So someone punched this sucker so hard he died? Jesus Christ. Where does this lead? I can't tell. Alright. What's gonna happen here? Are we gonna get another vision? Lodged between rows of crystalline rock, a large fragment of metal protrudes. It looks as though it might possibly be possible to pry it loose. Pull it out. At your touch, the splinter of metal begins to glow orange. Heat surges up your hands and arms and envelop you with such intensity you feel as though you are melting down. The heat spreads to the world around you, turns it orange and then yellow and then white. The ground, the sky, everything around you drips in molten globs and begins to take shape beneath you as if in an invisible mold. You and the shard are the last things to melt and fall, and your addition to the molten pool completes the shape of an immense hammer. The metal cools as quickly as it had heated. The handle is gripped now by two great leathery hands, and the hammer is cocked back over shoulders as broad and mottled as a hilltop. So that is a giant. The wielder whirls around and heaves the hammer, and you are flying upwards for what seems like ages into the airless blackness above. As you spin, you catch glimpses of a large rock, large enough to be a moon. It is close, far too close to the world. The force of the impact shatters hammer and stone alike. The rock is directed outward, but a section of the front face is cleaved off and begins to fall, splintering apart at the cracks. In 100,000 fragments blossoming outwards in all directions, debris showers the atmosphere, trailing smoke and fire. Below, land and sea are far off, but gradually rising up. Look at the sea, I think. Or maybe the land, because the giant should be standing on the land. But the sea might have something to do with the Ondra bit. Let's look at the land. Features are becoming clearer by the moment as you streak towards the earth. You are lodged in an enormous boulder, falling among other smaller fragments that heat and burst around you at all sides. Beneath you, snow-capped mountains rise up, dotted here and there by cities of stone and Adra. I almost read it as Badra. The impact will be the destruction of all of them. Look at the sea. The largest of the fragments, wide as a city, barrels downwards in a fiery cocoon. Its size reduces at the edges immolate, but it won't burn up in time. Sploosh! It lands silently in the distant ocean, sending a column of water skyward and radiating ripples that spread like wrinkles in fabric. Then the sound comes tearing up through the sky. It sounds like thunder. The shadow on your rock fragment is visible now, getting larger by the second. You are moments away from striking the ground when a massive shape throws itself into your path. The last thing you hear sounds like another rumbling impact, but that isn't what it is. It's a chuckle, relieved, breathless. You hear two words. Made it. Oh, so the giant shielded the city or the temple with his body, and maybe that's what dislodged his jaw? Everything goes dark. You open your eyes. The metal hammer fragments has come free, and you now hold it in your hands. It is warm to the touch. The air around you is suddenly turbulent, spiteful. A cold, damp wind whips your face. Salt crystals collect in your nostrils and the creases of your eyes. The floor below you becomes blue-gray and glassy, churning and rolling, and when you fall, you crash through water. Violent waves hurl and spin you. Something slithers around your ankles, seizes you with incredible strength, drags you down into silty depths. When the pulling stops, You are hovering at the center of an endless blue abyss. You can see neither surface nor floor. You seem to be facing downward, but there is no way to be sure. A voice sounds from everywhere at once, and the immense pressure wave of each utterance sends you reeling.
Deceitful wretch! Grave robber! You who dig for that which you did not bury, speak! Explain yourself and be judged.
Oh, it's Andra! Didn't we meet her in the original campaign? Back at the Court of the Penitent? Or what it was called? I seek a means of defeating an army that threatens my lands.
You seek what is mine! What was rightfully lost!
The outburst propels you, sending you end over end.
Your actions speak for themselves. The battery opened. The forge ignited. You conspired with souls that evaded my judgment. Saw them infused into the very thing they had stolen from me. The dwarves sealed their own fate. The forge was meant to be forgotten. And now, here you are again, denying peace to the buried.
The turbulence around you calms. Silt settles like a slow exaltation, and the vast dark seascape beyond the murk fades in. Rays of light trickle down from far above onto green-gold columns of kelp that rise from the depths and sway back and forth in the current. Fish and mollusks patrol them in groups of hundreds and thousands. The nearest pass you with watchful eyes. What do you mean the forge is meant to be forgotten?
It was never meant for mortal use. Such power, such truths lie within it. It can bring only ruin. When the Pargrunin came to the White March, they were peaceful. They shared common beliefs and purpose. Their visions for the forge tore them apart. You have seen this for yourself. They would have destroyed themselves in the end.
Well, how convenient that we'll never know, because you sent some sort of monstrosities to kill them? The eyeless, probably?
You need only look to the history of your own civilization for assurance. How many wars, how many fallen empires might have been averted if only their leaders could forget the objects of their ambition? I mourned the loss of the Pargrunin. Misfortune brought them here. They did not deserve to end so soon.